is the cry for help from people whose loved ones are still in captivity. 166 persons still in terrorist den after the kidnap that happened in southern Kaduna on Sunday. So guys, the intelligence, the Nigerian security agencies don't have intelligence where close to 200 persons are being kept by these terrorists. It's a very big shame on this country. I mean, these people said there are so many in the hands of these terrorists and still our intelligence cannot get them. Now, moving from southern Kaduna, they now went to Yelewata again. They went to Plateau State again and struck about 15 persons have been declared dead just a few days ago. This is the guy who came from the United States to help in rebuilding some of the damages caused by the terrorists, the Fulani terrorists. He was in shock that this one happened right there in his presence. About 15 persons killed. This is Evangelist Ezekiel Dachumo trying to bury the dead. So guys, it's been death tolls all over the places in the country. Nobody is safe in this country again. The middle belt is not safe. Those in southern Kaduna is not safe. You must have also seen those who were kidnapped yesterday along a road in Edo State. People were kidnapped. Fulani terrorists stormed the road, kidnapped people into the bushes. So guys, everywhere, nowhere is safe in Nigeria. Nowhere is safe. I'm just going to allow you to take a look at this video. But before then, see this headline. This one here says, for the past 4 years, every year they come and kidnap my husband and children. And now this year, my parents are among those kidnapped. Alice Joseph crying. Residents of Kajuru, local government Kaduna, recount how armed men surrounded their village and took worshippers from church. They said now they kidnapped his parents, her parents. It used to be her husband or her brother, now her parents. Now see also this headline says dozens killed at Iswap. Bukura. This one is another one. It's not Lukarawa. This one is Bukura terrorist clash near Nigeria-Niger border in Borno State. So guys, these terrorists are going haywire, and you must have seen that they are already demanding. They said before they name their kidnapping price, their ransom, that the government must give them 28.9 million naira for their lost motorcycles before ransom talk for 166 abducted Christians. So guys, you can see the audacity of these terrorists. The thing is not ending. You must have also heard that America anti-terror squad is in Nigeria now. The question remains, how is insecurity going to end when we have sympathizers? Because tell me how our intelligence unit from the DSS, from the military and wherever, why have they not been able to trace where these terrorists are holding close to 200 persons in the bush? So guys, let me just allow you to take a look at this video and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification for more. Now take a look.
Jakara kudiko na jakara zote ujeme jirada na yana rasha sachi so jakara suna iya yana duka suna nanga tikini yar gariwana ne na yore gariwana iya yana duka ndo teshura dangwana gani na sai ko daga ni sai Allah
ashe sun riga sun mamaye garin gaba ki daya. In ka gudu ka je can ka je ka same su, in ka gudu can ka je ka same su, sun tara mu sun kai mu can wancan ecclesian kurmiwalitu. Da sun kai wurin da mu sai sun buga mu sun ce mu je daji. Da sun buga mu mun tafi daji, muna kan tafiya da sun kai wani wuri sai sun je sun saya wurin nan buzun daji ne, sun ce mana sun fara duka mu, mun je mun samu mashina da ogan a wurin. Sai sun fara duka mu a wurin. Da sun gama duka mu.
Some of you said that I'm dead. I'm alive, I'm not dead. Yes. Some of you said they have flown me to abroad and about to die. With sickness, I am alive. Some of you that have cooked up, that I'm finished, I'm still alive. And I'm going to perform today the latest burial. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Brother, my sister, this is the mass burial. This mass burial is going on today, being 22 of January 2026. These are the Christians, Fulani terrorists killed today, and they are doing mass burial today. You can see Reverend Ezekiel. Reverend Ezekiel have gave order they should open the casket Because Gumi and some of our wicked politicians are saying that Christians are building empty caskets. That is why Reverend Ezekiel gave order they should open it. This is what is happening today, being 22 of January 2026. Mass killing of Christians. This is what is happening today. May God show us mercy for what we are going through in Nigeria. As you are watching this video, make sure that you share this video. And if you are in America, send this video to the New York Times, the New York Reporter, the New York Times. Send them this video. Because now them follow for the people where they talk say no Christian genocide in Nigeria. Make sure that you share this video. I will not post all the videos due to Facebook standard. So if you need the video, go to my comment section, join my WhatsApp channel. I will post the full video there on my Telegram. So thank you and God bless you.
Yes, sir.
If you cannot defend your people, you are a coward.
Yes, sir.
Do something. Prepare yourself for self-defense. I'm going to finish up with this. Gumi said that we Christians were burying empty coffins. We are burying empty coffins. Gumi ache muna bisong akwatingawa ba komi kai kunji.
Yes, sir.
Kubuda mini gawana.
Kudamasa.
Kudamasa. One after the other.
Kudamasa.
Kungani.
Open the door.
Is it an empty copy?
No.
Eh?
No.
Is it an empty coffin?
No. Open that one.
Is it an empty coffin?
No.
Close. Hey. Shit. All these people, they wake up this morning or yesterday evening, they say goodbye, they didn't know they are not coming back home. That is the life of a Christian in Nigeria. They are bribing the war so that they will kill us the more. I've said it, and I'll continue to say it. They are paid higher killers from the Fulani terrorists to kill us the more, so that they will take over the state. Only God of vengeance shall revenge for us. Amen. Some of you said that I'm dead. I'm alive, I'm not dead.
Yes, sir.
Some of you said they have flown me to abroad and about to die. With sickness, I am alive. Some of you that have cooked up, that I'm finished, I'm still alive. And I'm going to perform today the latest burial in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Kakis, over to you.
I welcome all.
U.S. Congress is about to present a case to Donald Trump over breaking Nigeria into northern and southern Nigeria. The north will be the Muslim part of Nigeria, while the south will be the Christian part of Nigeria. According to the report, I'm sure most of you have seen that video, where the U.S. Congressman, Really Moore, was addressing the Congress, telling them that they're about to present that suggestion to Donald Trump that the best way that Nigeria can exist without controversy and religious crisis is to divide the country into northern and southern Nigeria, which is the Muslims will stay on their own while the Christians will stay on their own. The report said, U.S. Congress to propose the breaking of Nigeria to President Donald Trump. We will provide options for President Trump on Nigeria. This January 2026, U.S. Congressman Ray Moore said, breaking up Nigeria will be one of the options to create a safe zone for Christians in Nigeria. Half Muslim, half Christian has never worked and it will never work. Islam in Nigeria will not accept equality, according to this report. After this news, everywhere scattered. You can see this post and the caption from another man telling the North to wake up, that the US Congress has proposed to break up Nigeria. This news sent a very serious shockwaves to the North, because these guys does not want anything that will bring separation in the country. Do you think that this suggestion by Ray Moore to suggest to Donald Trump to divide this country into northern and southern Nigeria, do you think this is going to be the best option?
But no, it's anything very hard though. Good afternoon, sir. I don't know if you are confusing Nigeria for Venezuela. I be not they see me. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, Donald Trump. Please help me to tag me. Is this video clear? I the feel say I be my come outside conscious. Hold on. It be like, sorry, sir. It's like the sun inside there is not bright enough. Maybe you cannot see. I'm currently in Nigeria, sir. I just park along the road so you can see me clearly, so I can tell you that you have wrong information. Your minister for war is not really up and doing. You have not annihilated anything. Last week they kidnapped 177 people. You don't understand? 11 now escaped. It's remaining 166. Shortly after they kidnap another 20 something. Those who want to pay ransom, money ransom, for them to be released around the same community in Kaduna. So if your minister for defense at the war, they tell you say you annihilate, you know annihilate nothing. Do you understand? Do they hear me? I have to calm down because it's an important conversation. The people in the Christian communities, they are really dying. They are kidnapping them. Help me tell Donald Trump. Because me don't know where for years say you annihilate anything. God, I beg you. Our help us not to say we do arrive. You have not annihilated and everybody come outside. Oh, he said it when he was talking to world leaders that he has annihilated terrorists in Nigeria. Which now I be not in Nigeria. Now men get for this one in Nigeria, sir. You have not annihilated nothing. We cannot travel by road. We don't have money. Even our students are being kidnapped. Our students in higher institutions and college are being kidnapped and asked for huge ransom, 100 million. And when they don't bring it, they are killed. It's bad. Annihilate waiting. You don't annihilate anything, no. Please, you need to sit up. They're not doing your job. We are depending on you. This man has been talking for us now. Suddenly, don't get liver problem. We don't know what the problem is. Our government bad. Tagamo, and he let's waiting. Now nothing go Abuja by road. Thank you for listening and God bless. If it's not loud enough, people can tell me. I can go to a very more quiet place. Yeah, there go. Not go use it. We not chop tear up our mats. And he let's what? Even the one where they kidnap, now police they deny. This one, police deny them. Now when they're going to release names of the kidnapped people, now police come back, say, it actually happened. Before they don't talk and say, they will deal with anybody who says that. It's a lie, nobody was kidnapped. Donald Trump, Mona Tagambo, Abidani, let's go on a corner. He never reached our side though. Woo! Let's go. And can we?
Good day, everyone. We wake up this morning with pain in our hearts, with bitterness in our hearts, and crying out to God for help. Waking up this early morning, Thursday, January 22nd, 2026, in my community, Kuru district in Jos South, Plateau State, Nigeria. Waking up this morning, the community was attacked by Fulani terrorists who came in, destroyed, and killed people. And among those who were killed, young and able men who are struggling to bring food to their families, who will wake up in the morning struggling to get food to take care of their families. 7 able young men killed. This is terrible. This is heartbreaking. Kuru community in Josa local government of Plateau State, Nigeria, was thrown into a mourning situation. These able young men that were killed by these wicked terrorist Fulani guys is sad that none was arrested. For goodness sake, these are human beings. These are not ghosts. You look at their base in Rio, Mahanga. These people are wiping away Christians. When we talk about Christian genocide in Plateau State, Middle Belt, and Nigeria, only the wicked will deny this fact. There are evidence abound. People can come and see what is going on. You go to Riom local government, they have taken over more than 18 communities there, where they have killed the people, wiped them out, taken over their homes. But yet, the government will pretend that nothing is happening. Is it not shameful that even the government will look for money to bribe and lobby to deny the fact of Christian genocide in Nigeria? Now look at it today. In the night, early morning of today, Thursday, 22nd of January 2026, these able young men who went out to look for food for their families. When I was looking at the list of these young people that were hacked to death by these Fulani terrorists, my heart ached. I am in pain. Looking at young men coming from my community. These are families that we know. These are families that we live together in peace. These are families that we worship God together. Today they are no more. It's so painful. And I was looking at the names of these young people. Dungyang, a 19-year-old young man, left behind a widow and a small child. Wengdong, 26, killed. Left behind 2 little children and a wife. And I look at Francis Paul, 23-year-old young man, killed. Left behind a wife and a small child. Samuel Peter, 22-year-old, killed. Left behind a small child and a wife. Dung Simon, 28-year-old young man, hacked to death. Left behind a wife and 3 children. Pam Dung, 23, and Francis Marcus, 15-year-old young man. These are young people with a bright future. And overnight, killed by Fulani terrorists. What a painful day. What a sad situation for my community in Kuru district of Jos South Plateau State. And the painful thing about this situation, people are being killed on a daily basis. Christians are being wiped away in Plateau State, Middle Belt, and Nigeria. It is sad that the government are even denying this fact. We have graves all over the land. Mass graves of people all over the land. These are verifiable facts. You can verify them. They are all there for everyone to see. I want to plead with the American government to do something, and to do something fast before we are completely wiped away by these Fulani terrorists. I am pleading with the American government. Please act now. Save our lives. We are being killed and terrorized by these Fulani terrorists. And we know the government cannot save us. The government are busy denying the fact of Christian genocide. American government, we plead with you. Act, and act fast. Now these young men are gone. Who cares about them? Who cares about their families? What a painful day for us today. It's sad. It's so painful that we keep losing young people in our communities, killed overnight, and no justice for our communities. There is Christian genocide going on right now in Plateau State, in Middle Belt, in Nigeria. No one will deny this fact. I plead with you, the American government, come and save us from the hands of these Fulani terrorists. Because we know the Nigerian government is not willing, is not capable of saving us. We pray for intervention. Please act, and act fast.
When I was in detention at DSS, one of the officers that usually take me to court, one very fine, handsome man, he's from Borno State. He said to me, do you know I am a Christian and I am indigenous to Borno? I didn't come from anywhere else. My ancestors, our village, we have been there for millennia. Do you know that? I said, no, I don't know. He said, the mistake people make is that lumping everybody from the north together. They're either Hausa or they're Fulani. That I'm mistaken. This is a DSS officer trying to lecture me. I said, okay, I understand. And he said to me, when he was bringing me back from the court, he said to me, our problem is not with Biafra, not with you, but if you go, what is going to be our fate? The only reason why we have not been slaughtered or forcibly converted to Islam is the presence of Igbo people everywhere in Nigeria. A DSS officer confessed to me that it is better for them that we are all suffering in one Nigeria than to allow the East to break away. Because if you go, there will be no buffer anymore. There will be nobody to protect us. We are finished. DSS officer confessed to me.
Some terrorists are occupying part of Nigeria in Sokoto and Plateau State. As I talk to you now, two of us. Did nnamdi take away any part of Nigeria and say this is Biafran land when he was agitating? Tell me. Some people are occupying Nigerian territory, Nigerian land as I talk to you today. Who are those people? Did nnamdi go that far?
But Riley Moore, you know, you as a House member, was in Nigeria on a fact-finding mission, and he visited Benue and Plateau.
Yes.
And when he went back, he said he saw over 600.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
Internally displaced people.
Exactly.
Now, since he went back to the United States, do you think that it's also on the table that the American government might say, look, Nigerian government, if you want to show sincerity, if you want to show intentionality in fighting this problem, these people must go back to their home.
Exactly.
No, I'm asking, do you think that...
It must. No, it's not a question of do you think. It must. Mr. Okoro, it must for Nigeria to get back on its tracks. Because you cannot have your citizens living in IDP camp and then you go to bed every night and sleep and wake up. And you swore to protect them. You don't even need US to tell you this. You don't need US. So, are they going to live in IDP camp forever? No, tell me, the people of Benue and Plateau, are they going to live in IDP camp forever?
Barrister, you seem to be missing my point.
What is the point?
My point is, at this moment, those people are still in ID camp. My direct question is, do you think that at some point it will be on the table on discussion between Nigerian government and US government?
I don't told you that, yes, it must. Do you need someone to tell you that? As a government, do you need someone to even tell you that? Let's be sincere here. These are your Nigerian citizens. And I ask you again, are they going to live in IDP camp forever? Would they go back to their home? Do you need anybody to tell you to go and do the needful? More so when the people occupying their villages and their homes are foreign terrorists. Please, what they did, is this for the good of Nigeria or for the bad of Nigeria? Don't tell me. If the idea came from them, the federal government should congratulate them because that is the national service they did. What the federal government could not do, IPOB members or DBOs invited Donald Trump to come and do it. So, why are they not attacking Donald Trump? If what he came to do here was not in the interest of Nigeria, why should they not own up? In fact, they should be praising themselves that they have done a national duty for Nigeria. IPOB members, when they accuse you of being responsible for Donald Trump, beat your chest and say, yes, we thank God we did it. Yes. That is what they refused to do. They now invited somebody who came to do it. And let me tell you, remember they have proscribed IPOB as a terrorist organization. So, if actually they were a terrorist organization, would Donald Trump have listened to them? All this is a shame on the federal government. A group they should recognize for who they are, what they represent. You are not demonizing them, vilifying them. But elsewhere, outside here, they are recognized. So, if they accuse you that you are the one that brought Donald Trump, beat your chest and say, yes, we did it. And he came for the good of Nigeria.
Okay. All right.
Nnamdi Kanu was wrongly jailed. Seriously. His rights and everything was flagrantly disobeyed. The man who was so ebullient, who was so happy to go and kidnap Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, is now facing the same thing that he accused Nnamdi Kanu of. Can you imagine? Can you just imagine this poetic irony in life? You can see, whatever you sow, you reap. If somebody had told Malami that you go through this thing one day, he wouldn't have believed it. The very man who orchestrated Nnamdi Kanu's kidnap and all that, even when the court said he should go, that Nnamdi Kanu should, Malami insisted that Nnamdi Kanu must be brought back and face some spurious charges. The same thing EFCC did to them. When he left the court, they arrested him on the court immediately and took him back to prison. So that is how life is. So with all this development, the whole world can now see that Nnamdi Kanu was wrongly jailed. All the things he was saying, nobody said that it is wrong or no, it's not true, it's not happening, no. Is it not the same thing that you are witnessing today? Imagine if the federal government had called these people, like they have been dialoguing with Toju Bello and other terrorists. If they had called IPOB, okay, come, my people, come, what is wrong? What are you people talking about? What happened? For a dialogue. Maybe this thing would have died down. They will not give them the assurances and all that. And maybe they will step down. Like they did this protest yesterday. Did anybody die? Did they kill anybody? Were they carrying gun? That was exactly what they were doing. Before the federal government under Buhari started using gun to kill all of them.
Barrister, talking about the release of Nnamdi, recently, there's been this engagement, this collaboration between the U.S. government and Nigerian government security agencies. And before then, U.S. said before we backpedal, on our threat of having to take out these people, there are certain things that we need you to do. Exactly. And we understand that one of them was the release of Sunday Jackson, the farmer that was jailed by the Supreme Court in Adamawa. Is it Adamawa and Taraba, somewhere in the northeast? Yeah. And we saw him released. He was granted pardon and clemency. Do you think that release of nnamdi Kanu might at some point come in the table?
It's already on the table.
Between the U.S. government and Nigerian authorities?
Okoro is already on the table.
How so?
Whether the U.S. will put the amount of federal, it's already on the table. Nnamdi Kanu must be released.
No.
Because it is obvious that that man was wrongly jailed. From these terrorists that are working all over the place.
But I want us to be factual.
It's actually that it's on the table already.
Okay,
At a point, it will come up.
But for now, it hasn't come up.
It's already, discussions are going on.
Let's be very clear.
The government
at the point it will come up, or is already on the table.
Hold on, I told you now that discussion is going on behind closed doors. Okay. It's not something that just wake up.
Between the U.S. government and Nigerian
No. Nigerian government and some Igbo leaders.
Okay. Yes. My direct question is, do you think that at some point, it might be on the table? U.S. will say, look, if you do this, we need you to do this.
I said it's already on the table.
Which table now?
Both Nigerian government and the U.S. government table is there. It's part of it because the Igbo leaders of thought and some other concerns are already talking about it, but it's behind closed doors. Until that discussion is concluded, we are still talking about it. We are still raising that issue. Because we are now seeing that, yes, from all indication, this man was wrongly jailed. The IPOB members, what they have been talking about, have now come to realization. Most Nigerians did not understand what these guys were up to before. All the things they said about Nigeria is what we are seeing today. The thing is that you cannot live in denial for too long. With this peaceful rally and all that, Donald Trump should be made aware of all these things. They should articulate all these things and then make sure that he gets the attention of Donald Trump, because in his first comment, as a U.S. president, that was when this thing happened. Okay. And now he has come back, and the issues are still there, and these guys are being persecuted. So Donald Trump should be made aware, and the Nigerian states. In fact, I should say that it is a shame on them, because what these guys stood for, what they have been talking about, is what the same Donald Trump have come to address in Nigeria. You can imagine. Is it not irony that the same man they were commemorating his inauguration and all that is the person that have come to save Nigeria? So, on that score, the Nigerian state should carry the shame and recognize these guys for what they were talking about. Okay. If they had listened to them, maybe Donald Trump would have come.
Okay, now.
The earlier APC government take away political sentiment out of this matter, the better. Because even if APC leaves office tomorrow, the next government will inherit this problem. So the earlier they release Nnamdi Kanu, the better. Let them stop all the political sentiment that within Nnamdi Kanu's release, we will not have our way in the Southeast. He will be dominating the... Those things are lost. They are secondary. The important thing is that Biafra land or whatever, or IPOP, is in the mind of the Igbos as I talk to you today. These other people that have done worse since Mr. Okoro, what have you done to them? That is the first question. What Nnamdi Kanu was doing and what these people have done so far? Which one is better? It was the activities of these people that made Donald Trump to come and bomb Nigeria. Didn't Nnamdi Kanu invite Donald Trump to come and bomb Nigeria? So you should be considerate in whatever you are doing. That is what I'm saying here. These people have done worse things that everybody can see. Yet, they are being pampered. They are being behaving as if it is their right, you know. But Nnamdi Kanu was agitating for what? Self-determination. Is that not the cause of the matter? Did they ransack any village? Did they say that Muslims will convert to Christians before he can lay down his agitation? No! A simple matter that is not recognized by the United Nations. That is why no other country in the whole world have seen IPOB as a terrorist organization, except Buhari's government. So what does that tell you? That is where injustice comes in. You pamper your people who have been killing and maiming and destroying people's land and property. You pamper them, you cover them. But one young man who said, no, what you are doing to us is not good. We want self-determination. You now judge him. Is that fair?
Okay, all right.
No country in the whole world has seen IPOB as a terrorist organization. Now, it is an embarrassment on the part of the federal government that a group they proscribed is now influencing a whole world power to carry out action in Nigeria. A very big embarrassment. They shouldn't even say this. If they have wisdom and intelligence, they should not say this thing. This is a group we proscribe. So how is America listening to them? And to come to it, what Donald Trump came to Nigeria, is this for our own good or for our own bad? The man came to help us to do something nobody could have done in the last 15 years. Please, is it a bad omen for Nigeria? That is the question. Because I know that if Donald Trump did not do what he did, maybe what we are seeing today wouldn't have happened. Because all of a sudden, the federal government have woken up against the terrorists. Is that not true? There are activities now against them. So who made it possible? When people want to talk, please let them reason. Let them reason. Those people who want to reason before you talk. If I thought it was IPOB that did it, what they did, is it for the good of Nigeria and the federal government or not? And so, if it is for the, why is it that the federal government is not challenging Donald Trump? Say, why did you bomb Nigeria? Who told you to come? That is how to start, and not to be talking anyhow. So I should sit down here and condemn IPOB. If I thought they are the one that did it, what they did, is it for the good of Nigeria? That is the first question. If you answer that question, you can go ahead and talk. By the way, if you have done the needful, will Donald Trump come in? If you have done what you're supposed to do as the federal government to protect life and property, will anybody even enter Nigeria? Both terrorists and Donald Trump, will they enter Nigeria? So please, when they want to talk, let them reason before they talk, so that some of us will not interrogate it. That's what I'm saying here.
So guys, the level of insecurity in Nigeria is something that is mind-blowing. We don't even know where we are heading to as a country. Now, there is this other headline that talks about Kwara State, you know, Kwara State. Everything now is politics. Okay, let me read the headline. It says, shortlisted Kwara Forest Guard applicants accuse government of replacing them with APC loyalists with no security experience. So, shortlisted names of those who are going to serve as Kwara State Forest Guards. They are now saying that their names were removed. APC members were now replaced. I mean, APC members were put into the list. They that applied, their names were removed. Now, meaning that they are now using this to pay back for politics. So everything in Nigeria must be political. Everything. Elections are coming. Everything, even forest guard. You are putting people who do not even have any experience in terms of security, in terms of, you know, guarding the environment, because they are APC member, because you need their vote. You want to use them as talks during the election. So guys, this is the strategy. Even forest guards now, APC is now recruiting forest guards. Tell me, why should, you know, forest guard be political if not for during the election? Maybe people that will help them to sneak out materials through the bushes. Because I don't get it how in Nigeria everything should just be politics. I mean, there is no empathy for the people. Your people are suffering. They are being kidnapped even right there in the churches. See what has been befalling Kwara State, Kogi State, all those Yoruba environment that have been taken over by Islam. See what has been happening in those regions. And now you have to ask a governor, out of empathy, putting yourself in the shoes of others, you have to look for the best hands, you know, to handle security in your state. But guess what? You have chosen to still go political. That is why this country can never be fixed. See, it's not a cause, but Nigeria can never be fixed. Except this kind of leaders we have are just shown the way out. Because you can't tell me why you politicize everything. Now we have close to 200 persons kidnapped recently in southern Kaduna. What is the Tinubu's government doing? The next thing now, they will pay the terrorists to get the people back, just to clear their image. Because this one now, US is already involved. You know, what else if not to pay the bandits? And the bandits have the audacity, because they know that the government will definitely pay them, you know, because this one now, US has had its mouth saying that, see, we are not going to take it, kidnapping. Raymond tweeted, Donald Trump was in Davos this other day. He also commented on how terrorists are really daring Christians in Nigeria. So the terrorists know that this kidnapping is before the US, and they know that the Nigerian government is now under pressure to get back those kidnapped back to their communities. And guess what? They are boldly naming their price. They told the Nigerian government, see, before we even tell you what our ransom is, you must give us money for all our lost motorcycles. Tell me, the motorcycles didn't lose in Kaduna State. The motorcycles got lost when the military invaded their camp. Guess what? Some of them possibly left their motorcycles behind, and they said the government must first give them money to buy new motorcycles before they even tell you how much they are going to collect for ransom for these people that were kidnapped. Tell me where this kind of boldness exists from terrorists, if not only in Nigeria. Because of what? We have sympathizers. We have people like Nuhu Ribadu who have not boldly come out to tell the defense minister to go hard on these people. They only want non-kinetic. Pardon them, forgive them, bring them back into the society. Pardon them. Thousands of Boko Haram, the repentant Boko Haram members, have been pardoned and brought back into the society. This is courtesy of the Tinubu's government. And that is why it is not working. I mean, the fight against insecurity cannot just end. So, guys, this is what we are seeing under Tinubu's government. And Tinubu does not have, the liver to go after these people because of politics, because of politics. Can you imagine? About 5,000, I saw a headline that says 5,000 Boko Haram members to be returned back into the society. That one alone is another hell. How can you bring back 5,000 repentant Boko Haram members? So, guys, these are the questions. 5,000 repentant Boko Haram members reunite with families. This is it. When you release up to 5,000 repentant Boko Haram, so guys, tell me how this country is going to work. The terrorists have the boldness. They know that the America has got the news that they now saw, when they kidnapped from Kwara State, we were told that, that the Bayo Ononuga came out to say, yes, the military has their contact, and this one has their contact, that the government have the military and the government contacted the terrorists and they released the victims, and later we heard that they paid ransom. Now, the one that happened in Kebbi State, we all know how it happened. At the end of the day, it was being said that a ransom was paid. Now these people have gone to kidnap in southern Kaduna, and they are telling the government that, see, we are not even going to negotiate with you. We are going to demand first for our bicycles, our motorcycles that got lost. You are going to give us close to 30 million naira you put on the table before we even start telling you what you are going to give us for those we have kidnapped. So, guys, tell me where terrorists are bold as they are in Nigeria, if not only in this country, courtesy of those of them in power. Because tell me why Nuhu Ribadu is not talking tough against terrorists, because he's a Fulani man. They don't believe that a Fulani man should be killed, even if he's a terrorist. No, they don't believe. Somebody made a comment yesterday saying that El-Rufai once said that if you kill a Fulani man, that no matter who you are, wherever you are, that they must come for you. They don't want to know. If that is why no Fulani man is facing the law. None of them is arrested. If they kidnap, they have to be paid. Hey, God. Where else can this happen if not only in Nigeria? So, guys, this is the problem we have with fighting insecurity. This thing is not going out anytime soon because of the kind of people we have in leadership. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification for more. Thank you.